What's up, it's Darkzt here, and this is not a normal video. Normally on the channel you'd be seeing let's plays or co-op, walkthroughs, that sort of ordeal. But no, this is, as you can see from the title of the video, obviously just a bit of an update, and mainly this is to do with the whole uploading schedule. So I have said in the past that I've wanted to be a lot more consistent, because in the end consistency is what helps to grow a channel and grow an audience, and in the end make it a better experience and a better time for everyone involved. So consistency is definitely the key to quote unquote success, not just on YouTube but just really with anything in daily life, like online or offline, in the real world. Consistency is a big part of getting to where you want to get, getting to where you want to go. So this is practically, I've put together a little bit of a list, sort of. I've planned out the next few months and maybe even some things into early next year, but for now, mainly the last part of this year. And this is what I'm hoping to get through to. So for now, I'll just explain. I'll list out the games that I'm planning to do something on. Most let's plays of a campaign, or with some, it will have to be multiplayer exclusively, or even just co-op sort of stuff. But for now, let's get into it, and I'll also be chucking in a few extras just so you guys have an understanding of what will be happening with certain series. Okay, so first up, the big one that's coming out in a few days. I haven't actually checked the North American release date, but here in Australia, September 2nd, it's perfect for an Australian to be doing this. So if that's what you're looking for in this game, an Australian YouTuber to be commentating on Mad Max. That's a big game. So that's Wednesday for me. So that's a few days away now. With me working, I work, during the day, so it's going to be hard because I won't be able to start playing it until late at night, and then I want the first episode to be, a good length, at least half an hour, I'm thinking. And it's going to be in 1080p, 60 frames per second, and Australian internet, if you're not familiar with it, isn't really top standard for anything in the world. Personally, my internet, my download limit is half a meg. So yeah, it kind of sways me a bit when I see Americans and such complaining that, I can only, I've only got this megabyte internet. It's like, you do realize you are a god. That is god deity status to me, but whatever. These are first world problems. So Mad Max, yeah, September 2nd. That's what I'm going for. I want to try and get that out as much as I can. I don't know how long the game will be. Obviously, nobody does. It should be a fair length. I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same sort of length as Arkham Knight. So I haven't actually personally let's played that. I'm playing through it at the moment. I'll get to that a bit later. But yeah, from other let's plays that I've seen on YouTube, they've lasted about 50 parts, and that's around 15 to 20 minutes each. So I'm guessing Mad Max might be the same sort of thing, and there I'm looking to release a video a day, sometimes two, probably two on the weekend. But I can't guarantee extreme like multiple videos a day. That's just not really possible. If I was doing this, I didn't have a job, and it didn't require me to go to it, and my internet was 1,000 times more powerful and, you know, a lot more respectable. that would be more realistic, but it's just not the case. So I'll do what I can with that. I really want to get out as much as I can of that as quick as I can, because that looks like a lot of fun. Then after that, September 12th, I'm not actually too sure how much I'll be doing of this, kind of because I'm not really super confident about whether any of the videos will be okay, because it is a Nintendo game, and if you haven't caught on already, Super Mario Maker. This obviously this isn't going to be a game really with a campaign, because it's a title solely based on creating levels from Mario. So I'm looking at maybe I'll do some things with my sister, or the big one will probably be maybe a head-to-head or something, /versus sort of thing with Master Gamer, where we create our own levels. I don't know, like 5 levels, see who can beat who's fastest. I don't know, we'll work it out, something like that. But that'll be fun. But as I said, since it is Nintendo, I just want to try and be careful with that, but we'll see where that goes. Then about a month later, this is a maybe and a maybe not. I'm throwing it on the maybe pile. See if maybe it gains some traction. I'm not sure. It's fairly cheap. I didn't actually play it when it got released a few years ago, so I thought, why not? It's Back to the Future, the game, 30th Anniversary Edition. So that's a Telltale game. It works very similarly to like The Walking Dead and that sort of thing, and The Wolf Among Us, all, you know, those sort of point and click action adventures that we've come to know and love over the past number of years. Then after that is October 27th, and I'm actually getting an Xbox One based around this a week prior, but I can't actually play this game until the 27th because that's when it's released, and well, yeah, there's not much I can do about that. But October 27th, a big one I'm getting the Xbox One for is Halo 5 Guardians. I will definitely be doing a playthrough of the entire campaign. Might even do it a second time through on co-op. Well, no, actually, what am I talking about? There is no... Well, I mean, online co-op. Depends, I don't know. There's no local co-op, so that's a bit of a problem. We'll probably do matchmaking as well. So the multiplayer in there. And big announcement regarding Halo 5 Guardians. I'm actually planning on doing a giveaway for that. So yeah, obviously for that, you're gonna need an Xbox One. You don't have to live in Australia, because how it's gonna work is it's gonna be a download code of the game. It's not gonna be a physical copy, unfortunately, but a download code of the game and an extra something or two thrown in there as well. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. I'll be dropping that in probably part 1. I'll explain something about that, and then if you watch that and you hear that, if you're coming, you know, if you're coming, what am I trying to say? If you're interested in that, and you've realised it's past October 27, go check that video out. It'll be on the channel, so you'll have a chance to do that. I'm thinking I'll keep that open for probably a week. Depends, because I don't know how many views that would get. I don't know how much, as I've said, traction that would get. So depending on who would want that, I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. And regarding Halo 5 as well, I'll get on to the next one, because then I can talk about them cohesively, because it will affect both of them. 2 days later, October 29, a big one for me as well, is... Oh, whoops, I screwed that up. But anyway, is WWE 2K16. The new pro wrestling WWE game. I'll be doing what is it? It's the Stone Cold. I think it's the Stone Cold Steve Austin Showcase mode or whatever. So I'll probably be doing that. If not, I think my career's returning, so I might do some more of that. Possibly Universe mode with Gamer, I think. And then probably just some random matches online or just random exhibition, local. So some WWE 2K16 shenanigans. And regarding 2K16 and Halo 5, PAX Australia is running from October the 30th to November the 1st. I'm actually heading down on the 30th, the morning and I'm getting back on the Monday, so the day after it finishes on the 2nd. And my 2 days off, my weekend is Sundays and Mondays, so I don't really know how that's gonna work too well, because I'm gonna record as much Halo as I can. 2K16, I'm leaving until after PAX to record that. Whereas Halo 5, I'll try to honestly beat the campaign before PAX, before I even go to PAX. It shouldn't take that long. Probably, I'm guessing it'll be less than 10 hours. It's a Halo campaign. It's not going to be that bad. So I'll be throwing those out even when I'm at PAX. So be sure to look to that. Then November 19th is a huge one as well. One I've been waiting for years. I'm sure there are plenty of you out there who have been feeling the same way. It's Star Wars Battlefront. If you don't know already, this game does not have a single player campaign. So that's where I was getting at with the whole exclusive multiplayer thing. I'm not sure how it goes with the whole... It's sort of like what they've done with Spartan Ops. What they did with Spartan Ops in Halo 4, like 2 players against a bunch of AI in a controlled environment. That, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's going to be local or online, because Gamer will hopefully have a PS4 soonish, so we can do some stuff with that, because I'd love to dive into that, record some good stuff. And then also following on with Battlefront, December 1st is the DLC Battle of Jakku, however you pronounce that. It's actually the planet, for those of you who don't know, it's the planet from the tutorial mission, I guess, where you play Darth Vader in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Understandably, I mean, it's understandable if you haven't played that game, you have no idea what's happening, but if you have, that is where Vader finds Starkiller. So, yeah, it basically explains what led up to those events at the start of Force Awakens, if you're interested at all. And that's pretty much it for the rest of the year. Obviously, there are going to be some... There'll be some... I don't know, others thrown in there somewhere. Too specifically, I'm looking at doing no specified dates yet, because, you know, I haven't really worked them out into the schedule at all, because I'm not sure. It's not set in stone what I will and won't be doing. Now that I look at it, 2K16 and Star Wars might be a bit hard to record for, but I'm looking at doing Never Alone, and I'm also looking at doing The Fruit of Grisaya. So those are two. Fruit of Grisaya is it's a light novel, text-based. You've seen them before. It's. I've watched the anime. That's how I got into it. And then Never Alone is a platformer about a young Inuit girl and a wolf. Actually, the deluxe edition, the special edition or something came out a few weeks ago. But I got this on PlayStation Network a couple of months ago, and I've been dying to let's play it for a while. So I'll definitely be throwing that in there somewhere. If you're is, remember, well, I was talking about Batman Arkham Knight a little bit earlier on. Now that will tie in nicely to the end of this update, which is Twitch. So what I'm going to also try to be doing is being more consistent with Twitch, not just YouTube, but Twitch as well. Now, for now, I'm aiming at doing at least one stream a week. I'm looking at doing those probably on a Sunday, maybe a Saturday night if I'm lucky. Mostly Sunday or a Sunday night. What I'd be doing for now, finishing off Arkham Knight, maybe even, I don't know, maybe Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, possibly. Just really whatever else comes into my mind. Definitely be doing, I need to get around to doing WWE 2K15 showcase mode, all of those. I will be doing those on stream. I might continue some of career mode, depends, if I really have time. That I'm not too fussed about, because I want to have as much I want to get as much out of 2K15 as I can before 2K16 is released, if you get what I mean. So the very minimal that I want to accomplish with that is completing showcase mode, because I do have all the DLCs for it as well. So I can just run through those in a stream or two. Other stuff you can probably be looking forward to is Bloodborne, which I'm still absolutely nowhere near finishing. I've barely even started it, just because I suck. And I've had other games to play, but that will be one that will be interesting with everybody yelling at me in real time. So that's about it. Also, just tracking back to YouTube real quick, one thing I want to mention, it involves next year. There is actually one game I am looking at doing, and slotted in for the 23rd of February, so quite a while away, but still. I'm planning on Let's Playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I actually have to get around to playing Mirror's Edge before I get this, so yeah, I'll be sure to do that. But Mirror's Edge Catalyst is what I'm looking at, and then Final Fantasy 15, we're getting a release date announced in March. It's not going to be in March, but we're getting it announced in March. That's when Square will do the whole reveal. So I will definitely be doing that. If you are a fan of Final Fantasy, or you're looking forward to 15, be sure to check out my Let's Play. It's only 3 parts long, but my Let's Play of episode Duskai, or Duskai, I don't know, there's that big debate about how it's pronounced. But basically the demo for Final Fantasy 15, the vanilla demo, it's not 2.0. I've actually got to get around to playing that as well, but if you want to check that out, links will be in the description, annotations at the end of the video, I'm sure. But for now, I think I've rambled on long enough, pretty much gotten across what I want to do. So Mad Max, starting in a few days, I will be trying to get as much out of that as I can. It will definitely be more of a full focus than Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker will be, sort of a background project. I'll see what gamers doing, I'll see what other people are doing if they want to join in on the fun. Hell, even if you guys want to do something with that, just be sure to leave a comment, or email us at darkestgamers@gmail.com. We're always willing to reply, always grateful to get emails. It's always a very nice feeling. But I think that's it from me. This video is going on way longer than it should be, but I think I've gotten everything off my chest that I needed to. Just looking over it one last time, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll try to stream at least once a week, do what I can, and the schedule is, as I've read out, I'll probably be tidying it up here and there over the coming weeks, coming months. We'll just see what happens. Stuff will probably get slotted in, other stuff will get moved or slotted out. That's just the way it's going to work. I really can't promise anything, but I'm going to try to be as good as possible. Gamer is going to be doing more as well. That's what he's hoping for. Tales from the Borderlands, he's doing a great job on. He's been having some issues, so be mindful of that. But he's doing his best. He put out a stellar, even though it was in 480p, he put out a stellar episode the other day. 40 plus minutes, good fun. Go watch that if you're a fan of Telltale, or just a fan of Borderlands in general. You'll have a good time, I assure you. So that's that. Not too much else. I want to do a quick shout out to Paul from Gamersbox. He's been streaming a bit lately. He loves his Final Fantasy VII. He's good. He's good on that shit. I realised I haven't actually sweared this entire video. That's a thing I'm also trying to improve on. Less cussing, less carnage, less f-bombs. So that's nice. I haven't tried to force myself. I haven't done it, accidentally. It just hasn't occurred. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, I think that's about all, guys. Thank you if you've stuck around this long. I don't know how you've managed, but you are absolutely mental in a good way if you've been able to manage that. So once again, if you don't remember from the start of the video, I'm known as Darkzt Okami. This is the Darkest Gamers channel. Be sure to check out some of our other videos, because I'm not the only one on here. As I've stated earlier, my partner in crime, MasterGamer22, he likes to upload some good shiznit as well. We're hoping also to do a lot more collab stuff, because that's what the channel is. It's a collaboration channel. We've said that since day one. Also, the channel is nearly a year old, so there's something else. We'll probably record and upload something special for that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, it's Darkest Gamers. That was the whole point of why we did this, so we can make more content together, and so videos are more consistent. Consistency is key, my brothers and sisters. That is a message I'm trying to get across here. That is the practice that I'm trying to make perfect. It's not going to get perfect anytime soon, but I'm trying to improve. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you're looking forward to what's coming up. If you're looking forward to Mad Max, let me know. Also, how crazy are those Metal Gear scores? Oh my god, Famitsu 100. Crazy, right? I won't be doing Metal Gear, unfortunately. I'll be watching the shit out of that on a specific channel. I won't give that out, but hopefully you guys are looking forward to Metal Gear as well. But I will be Let's Playing Mad Max. That's the big one for now. We'll see where it goes. Until then, I'm sure I'll have another update video up soon. Gamer probably will. Who knows? I never know what that kid is doing. But for now, I've been Darkest, and thank you so much for your undivided attention. I'm always thankful for anyone who just, takes the time out of the day to just watch a video. So it means a lot, even though it's, it seems like nothing. It feels good and makes my heart warm. So thanks again, guys, and I will leave you to the rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Please stay safe, stay amazing, and as always, we will see you next time.
Time to show your face back on Heroes.